real fall. Okay. See if I can actually do this. I need a different stand. It's getting intense. Okay, we're good. So, how's your life? These are long, my God. Where you work? Did you work today?
Yeah.
Not too bad.
Left early.
Oh, that's good. I need this in case somebody texts me because I have 1,000 devices like a psycho.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, this one's good. What's Willow being for Halloween? I don't know if you told me.
Wednesday Addams.
That's right.
And I have to be Morticia.
Nice. Hey, at least she gets to be. She's fashion forward and super cute.
Exactly.
Ooh, are you gonna do black nails? Will I see you again before then?
Probably.
That'd
Hopefully.
Yeah. Do you have her outfit already, or you still gotta put it together?
I'm trying to decide. So she has this dress that is like Wednesday Addams inspired, kind of like that's an actual dress, not a costume. And it's already really cute. But she says she wants the costume.
Oh, you're like, but this is cuter than
this.
This
Looks. It's like not cheap material. It's like actual like fabric.
Yeah.
But
kids.
And I already have like a long black like bodycon dress in a way. Like, so I might just wear that.
Okay. There you go. Yeah. I feel like it'll be easier for you to put more tissue together.
So we'll probably buy her costume.
Kids.
You've never even watched the show.
Exactly. You don't even get it.
She just knows from all the little crap that she shows that they like redo like scenes and the kids with the dances and stuff.
There was this stupid this TikTok. I don't know if it was. I think it was Target. And it was like me having a job because y'all won't leave Wednesday Addams alone. And there's like these like stuffed animals of Wednesday Addams, but they pulled like her bangs back. On all of them, and like I guess some kid went around doing it, so she's just going back and like pulling her bags back because y'all won't leave Wednesday alone. I was cracking up. It's work been busy?
Yeah, crazy, but not too bad.
Okay. I know. I don't think anybody is above any of that shit.
Right.
So it's like that whole like I can separate the artist from the fuck that. That's fucked up.
Yeah.
But my little heart hopes that it is. I don't know what keeps doing this to me. I'm like, okay, Beyonce, right? She can't leave. They'll kill her, right? Is that why she's still there? Please tell me that's why you're still there.
But because all the oh my gosh.
Yeah. So it's like the big picture of it. I do feel like she would have been groomed and like, she was so young.
Yeah.
But then that Jaguar Wright girl. Mm-hmm. She's spilling and she said they're a nasty little couple. I said no, not Beyonce. So I'm ready for it.
Yeah.
I'm ready to see the list. I want the clips. I want it needs to all just come out here. Because then I'm like, her chance to leave Jay was like wide and open when the cheating thing happened.
Yeah.
That would have been your perfect chance. Why didn't you leave?
Right.
So I don't know. Yeah. But then I think they killed Aaliyah. I think they killed Left Eye. I think they killed Michael.
All this stuff, I'm like, yes. Oh my gosh. I think in Tupac.
Yes, all of them.
Oh my gosh.
And then you look at what is it? Mariah Carey, right? Mm-hmm. Whoever she was married to. I think he's like the top of like Tommy something or something with a T. Some monster.
Yeah.
I feel like he's at the top of the totem pole. So I'm like, Beyonce, are you like a Mariah? Where like you just had to like stay put and stay quiet and stay shut and like so you could keep. I don't know.
Because they say Jay-Z is.
And I think that's true. I think what is it? Diddy's taking the fall right now, but
because they were saying how like so and so took they set this guy up and they set this guy. I'm like,
Yes.
oh my gosh.
Yes. And I feel like it's just been slowly unraveling.
Yeah. It's just wild to think, like, I don't know, because before you didn't, like, think, I don't know, for me, I didn't, like, know the connections before, like, of all this stuff. Like, everything was, like, Tupac and Biggie and stuff. I never, like, really, like, I was like, what?
Yeah. And then Brittany Murphy. What the fuck happened to Brittany Murphy?
That's weird.
And they used the same autopsy guy. And,
The pneumonia stuff and, like...
And her husband said something was weird.
And he also died from them.
Yep.
Supposedly.
Because he was the one wanting to, like, look into her murder. Mm-hmm. And then I was reading something last night about Whitney Houston. When she passed, they said it was an overdose. Okay. However, she had, like, marks on her face and her body. Like, was beaten up, like, the day prior. So what happened to Whitney?
Yeah.
What happened to Michael? I think they killed Michael.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, I can't believe.
And you think, too, like, all of this stuff, like, about him being sketchy and how close their houses were. I don't know. Like, they say victim, but also, I think, too, predator.
Yes. You're thinking on who?
Huh?
For who?
Michael.
Yeah, just because...
There's too much out there that...
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yep. I know, there's too much has come out, and it's all coming out so fast, and I need answers.
And then also, now I feel 1,000 times worse for Justin Bieber than I ever have before.
I know.
Why didn't we think about this before?
Yeah.
Of course he was groomed.
Yeah.
Of course he was, like, stuff with, you know what I mean?
That's
he
sick.
He was so young.
He was just like the freaking, Ugh.
And it makes sense because I remember when I was younger, I'm like, oh, he's just a douchebag.
Yeah, like freaking attitude.
Right. No, he was literally
groomed and raped and was literally a freaking male prostitute.
Yes.
That poor thing. And that's why I'm like, no, everybody involved, I don't care who you are, needs taking, I don't care who it is.
Consequences.
Yes. Because I feel like that hush-hush, like, taboo stuff, that's why all this happens.
Exactly.
Because, people don't want to talk about it. People don't, that's why this happens. And that's why people like that stay in freaking power.
Yeah.
Ugh, it's just sickening.
Because at first when I was like, I couldn't wrap my head around it. I'm like, I still can barely wrap my head around all the stuff. But the more and more, like, stuff that I'm, like, learning, I'm like, what the... You don't want certain people. Like, the whole thing with Ashton Kutcher, like, just infuriates me. Like, I'm just like, because if this is real... Like, his whole thing was about, like, protecting people.
And now I wonder, I almost feel like that was a way to cover his ass or to get more people. Because what?
Yeah.
And did you see Mila moved out?
I heard that, yeah.
Yeah, Mila Kunis moved the fuck out. Wait, what is he wanting? Did you drink all your drink? If not, yes, I drank all my drink. I drank it all, lol. This doesn't even work. I have to type it myself anyway. Okay. Yeah, Mila Kunis, what did you see? What did you find?
Yes.
Because I feel like for her right now to make that move, it's 100% that he's... Yeah. And I feel like she had to have seen it to make that decision. Because right now, it's like everybody else is silent with no words, no anything. Like...
Also, did you hear that, or have you gone into the verse of, like, Kanye West was actually saving Taylor Swift?
I have seen the touch of that.
Yeah.
Yes. But,
and, like, I don't know.
He's been telling us a lot of shit. And then the same way they kind of killed Michael, where I feel like Michael was, like, right before he died, he was leaving notes saying they're trying to kill me. West was saying the same thing. He's saying they're trying to kill him. They're trying to say he's crazy. They're trying to shush him. Like, I'm like, ooh, this is crazy. So I wonder, because I have seen all the whole, like, how everyone has to, like, thank Beyonce. So was that, you're saying that was supposed to be her moment to thank Beyonce, and instead he jumped up there?
Yeah, yes. Like, so since Adele, like, you know, I don't know if you saw the thing about Adele and how she did what she did, and, like, he, to save Taylor from, like, the wrath of, like, what could, you know, for getting the award and for not, if she didn't make a big, like, thank you.
I see. That, like, paused it so that they wouldn't go after her. But, ooh.
And that he could take, like, if any, like, you know.
He'll take the backlash. And then look what happened to him afterwards.
everybody, how he's gone through. So, yeah.
I think. You remember when Keeping Up with the Kardashians came back as the Kardashians?
Mm-hmm.
I want to say it was season 2, maybe. Yeah, I feel like it was the second season. I don't think it was the first, where Kanye got the rest of Kim's tape. Like, remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Like, 'cause she was like, someone had the rest of the tape and they were gonna sell it and all this stuff. And it was so random because I'm like, that was so long ago. I feel like the tape would have already made. I think it was a tape and maybe it was a Diddy tape and not a. Because what was that about?
Yeah.
You know?
Good point.
But who knows? But then again, why would they put it on TV, right? Who freaking knows? Well, they've been putting stuff in our faces all the whole time.
Yeah.
So
people have tried to cry out for help a lot. And, you know.
Yeah.
There's so many. It's just insane to find out, like,
how sickening it really is.
Hollywood really is.
That's that Holly weird stuff they talk about. Like the part where, this was the one I keep being like, Allie Carter. Have you seen her interview stuff?
Mm-mm.
So she'll probably pop up on your TikTok now, but she's been years and years and years ago. She's been trying to fight, like, say what has happened, because I guess she was one of the. They said at the Diddy party she would have like kids as like party favors, and she was one of those kids. So she's been trying to like get her story out there forever, and so she's popping back up on all my stuff, and I'm like, oh my god, this was like for real. Like, oh my god, yeah.
Well, and you also like, this is not P. Diddy stuff, but there's the whole like Nickelodeon shit too.
Yeah.
That's coming out now, and now you're like, oh my gosh, and you go back and you see like
you see
the show, you're like, oh
yeah, like that whole like them thanking Beyonce thing. I'm like, oh whatever. Like when I watched Adele do it, I thought it was beautiful, and now when I watch it though, I'm like, wait, she looks terrified. Like there's terror behind her freaking eyes, and no one's coming out and saying anything. My favorite is right now, paparazzis are like asking celebrities. They're just like, have you been to a Diddy party? What do you think? And no one's saying anything. Like they're almost walking right inside their door, like covering their like quick. Like I'm like, ooh.
I told Rihanna they had come up to her and said, what she said.
She literally was like, that's crazy, and got in her car. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Give us something. But you got to think, she was 14 when Jay-Z got a hold of her, and they were calling her Jay-Z's girl. He was 20. He was 30. She was 14.
Oh my gosh.
So I feel like she's got her own story.
Yeah.
Which I feel like makes sense on why she hasn't put out music. I almost wonder if it's part of the, I don't know, you wonder. It makes too much sense, because why have you and Beyonce not had a single song together? Barely seen in pictures together. I think there's maybe one. Very weird.
Well, and then it makes you wonder. I know, for me at least, it makes me wonder with like TLC and like all of that and how that truly went. I don't know.
And I have like a back and forth with that, because I'm like, okay, they say like, okay, Beyonce had Aaliyah killed and like Left Eye killed to be number one, but I was like, no, because they would have gone. Rihanna would have never been a thing, because Rihanna's the one who's like, why is Rihanna still alive? And especially under Jay. But I do think they were killed for sure, and I do think it was due to Jay or P. Diddy or that whole mess. Yeah, it's not looking too hot.
Yeah.
And then I'm upset with Beyonce, because I'm like, I know she doesn't ever say anything. She just like moves her about her life as if nothing's happening. But now it's not the time to be posting your Levi ads.
No, right.
That could have been put on pause and postponed. I'm just saying. I feel like it should have been. I'm pissed off at her. Like, fine, don't say anything like you always do, but stop selling shit.
Yes.
We don't want your whiskey right now, and we don't want your jeans. B, what the fuck?
Well, and then I heard something about, like, someone else had a theory about, so, how P. Diddy, basically, he probably fucked over he messed with the wrong person, basically, when he filed the lawsuit against
It was a liquor company.
Yes.
I saw that.
And, like, those people are, like, even higher, so it's like...
And it makes sense, because why now?
Yeah.
We've always known he's a weirdo. People have always known. We don't know the severity. We didn't know, but people knew in that circle, right? So why now?
The thing that just makes me the angriest is involving the children. Like, that just, like...
I agree.
Yes, it's messed up. Women get, like, that makes me mad, but, like, it's a whole other level that these children were... It's
sick.
Yeah.
And I feel like he has a lot to do with...
You really can't. Like, your behavior is... I don't know.
Well, did you even see the last... he literally was on TikTok Live. It was this little girl. What was her name? Ava something. this little white girl that he was just like, yep, I just adopted her. She's now a Combs. And it was just, I remember the comments on this live going nuts because it was like, dude, he's literally right in front of our eyes.
Yeah.
Like, and now where is she? Who the fuck knows?
Oh
With
my
all this
gosh,
mess.
yeah.
Like, I keep seeing people trying to figure out and see if she's talked yet, but right in front of our eyes.
Right.
Like,
It makes me so mad how, like, so with the NDAs and stuff like that, like, the
Yeah.
people just not being able to, why is that even?
yeah.
If you're harmed, if you are, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And then I think back to some of Beyonce's fucking songs, and she loves to say, you gotta sign an NDA to party with the queen. She loves to say stuff like that. And I'm like, damn it, it's looking real incriminating.
Right.
Yeah, it's not looking good. But yeah, the kid thing, and then the blackmail on how he was blackmailing these guys, like getting them drunk at the studio, raping them, and videoing it, and that's their blackmail. Like, that's crazy.
Yep. All these, it's just like crazy.
Yeah. Crazy. And I also can't believe how they're like, yeah, we have all this stuff. We have to release it in parts, pretty much, because it's too much. We're like, can't possibly be too much in 2024. Just give it to us. Like,
just do it.
Release it all. We already know who's pretty much on the list.
Yep.
I don't know if we'll ever see a name that will surprise us at this point.
Right.
I'm ready to see Obama on there. Like, I'm not putting anything past anybody.
My heart would be broken.
I know. And then it's, I mean, I don't know, because then it's like when this list gets released, is this the list of like people that had a tape, like that was willingly doing it? Is this people with, tapes with minors? Is this victims as well? Are these just people partying?
Yeah.
Like, that's the part that's gonna suck. Are they gonna be?
Kind of differentiate. Especially like what I was trying to say to my sister while I was talking to her about it. It was like I could see like in the beginning maybe people who were associated with the parties and stuff that they like didn't really know. There was probably stuff going on that they didn't know about it. And then as of like now though, like if you were attending that party, it was more likely you knew because of how many people have gone through. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So that's what I'm like.
So like back then I could see like for many years that people attending these parties, and then some underground stuff was also happening that people were, and especially people are getting their drink spiked and or the baby oil.
And that was such a known thing. Like, everybody knew not to party with Diddy because you're gonna 50 Cent used to say you're gonna wake up somewhere you weren't and your booty hole gonna ache. Like, what? But yeah, I agree. It's like today's world though. Like, it's not looking good.
That circle of people, like I can see, obviously the rest of us aren't gonna know, but if you were in the circle of Hollywood people, like
there's
I'm
no
sure
way
you had heard something from someone at some point.
And then I wonder, is it such a like, even the people that like they're interviewing, like, or asking questions to, that maybe have never been to a Diddy party, are you guys just silent because it's just what you do when it comes to Diddy? Like, you don't, I don't know,
And there obviously people were killed in the process. People are afraid.
Yeah.
I think there's gonna be a limit. I don't know.
I know. It is just crazy seeing this unravel. I'm ready for the documentaries. I'm ready to see like real people interviews, like
real people. Maybe people will stop idolizing celebrities so much.
Because look at what they're doing with our money.
Yeah.
Yep. Disgusting. So I wonder, but I'm ready for the documentaries. I'm like, can we wrap this up?
Right.
We're shortening these, right?
Yes.
I did hear, I read somewhere that he was wanting a speed because they denied him bail twice, right? Like the new judge also denied him bail. He wants a speedy trial, which I guess is like the worst thing he could possibly do. But I guess if you know you're freaking guilty,
you know you're screwed.
Yeah, regardless.
Was he put on suicide watch?
I heard that too. And I'm like, they're going to freaking Jeffrey Epstein him. I'm pissed. But he's still here. Hopefully he will. I want him to see it through the end, and I want all the names. Like, drop those names. But it's like, there's, other than Hollywood, I know there's fat list of politicians on there.
Hell yeah.
And I feel like that's who's going to Jeffrey Epstein him. They'll make him disappear before that part comes out, unfortunately. Or I'm like, when is Jay-Z going to go down? Because I know he needs to. That's why I'm like, Beyonce, what are you doing?
Right.
Mila moved out. Why have you not? I packed those twins up and Blue, let's go. Your daddy's going to have to figure this one out on his own. Because Mila did. Mila said, okay, I'm out. I saw enough. Unless she's involved, which Damn it, it's looking like it. I want to know what Mila found. Can she be the first to speak?
I do always feel like, I've always felt like we kind of end up villainizing or like blaming people who don't deserve it.
Yes.
And like I don't know, like
that
people going through, because they've literally like gone through so much mental health stuff. Like they all clearly have been through something. Like like Britney Spears, for example.
Yeah.
Even just like when we were younger, she like shaved her head and like all
yeah.
this stuff. It's like she's literally like.
Well, yeah.
She's been manipulated and like she was just like.
Think about the shit. Yeah. Think about that part of the
child.
Yeah. Yeah. I know, it is very true. It's like just like when Bieber was, you know, having his moment. Everybody like he sucks. He's this whole time like.
Everybody's like, we owe a huge apology to Justin.
Whole time he was a freaking escort in the industry. Like, how screwed up is that?
And I wonder, too, if the reason him and Selena didn't work out had to do something with all of that.
I wonder, yeah. Had to have. Even if it's, like, just from his, like, had to have.
Yeah.
There's no way.
Even if you're like,
it was just in his mood.
Yes,
like, you know,
yeah.
Definitely. I mean, how could it not, right? And especially... Yeah.
I so obsessed with him and I was she ended up. But I don't like her.
I know, it makes you wonder. And then it's like, yeah, what do you know? You were one of those few Disney stars that ended up fine. Is it because your parents like were I don't know, you know? Oh, that is just so sad. I know, we thought freaking, what is it, the Quiet on Set documentary was going to be the worst thing we got this year. I never even finished it.
Which one?
The Quiet on Set, the Nick one.
What's that?
That's the Nickelodeon one?
No, the Nickelodeon one.
Yeah. I never finished it. I need to. I saw this interview with Ariana Grande, and she had said somebody asked her, I think she was at like a kids thing, and a kid asked her like, if you could have dinner with anybody, who would it be? And she like looks over at the parent. She's like, can I give the real answer? And they're like, yeah. I think she's like, well, Jeffrey Dahmer is very interesting to me. We're like, what the fuck?
Oh my gosh.
What's actually wrong with her?
Lord.
I don't think I would have wanted to have dinner with him. I couldn't think of I don't know. Martin Luther freaking King. I gotta think about anybody else than Jeffrey freaking Dahmer. She should have practiced that interview. What else has happened? I feel like that's just been taken over.
I know, it really has.
It's like I literally was like hour per hour. I wish I had something texting me, telling me like what happened.
Like the new update?
Yes, because when I hop on like TikTok, it's like all this stuff. And I'm like, is this real? When did it happen? Like,
right. You gotta like go down the every morning, Paris and I, like, every day we're like, have you gone down the P. Diddy rabbit hole yet?
What did you learn?
Once we find out.
Freaking crazy. And if they don't give us this list, man.
I know.
Oh, okay, we know freaking Oprah's on it. We got that. Because the last thing I saw was whoever said that the footage that they have has a person that's even more high, what do they call it? Profile. Even more high profile than P. Diddy. So like more well known. I'm like, who?
Right.
Who could that be? Other than Jay-Z and Beyonce, right? And would we call them more? I mean, definitely Beyonce, but I don't know about Jay-Z. I don't know.
That's tough.
Yeah, and I also feel like Beyonce is definitely Jay-Z's ticket to stay relevant, which is why I also feel like she couldn't leave. But I've heard like rumors, things all through the woodworks that like they keep people like trapped in their home and stuff. I'm like, is it they or is it him?
Right.
I don't want to believe it. I wonder. Have you seen the whole like Mistress, the the Mistress conspiracy? That when she was pregnant, he got this woman named Kathy White also pregnant, and then she died. Kathy White did die. And the whole conspiracy is that it's not Beyonce's not Blue Ivy's, it's actually Kathy's baby, which that part I don't believe. It looks a lot like her. Otherwise, I'd say yes, that's her baby. But there is an old video footage of when Beyonce did an interview with I don't know who, and she goes to sit down, and you can see the belly. I don't know if you remember. You can see the belly fold. Like, it was definitely a fake belly.
What?
And what sucks is that she had a lot of miscarriages. She had a hard time staying pregnant and being pregnant. So it's like she could have like just done that because she didn't want the world to know that she wasn't carrying her own baby. It was a different time.
Right.
I feel like surrogacy now is a lot more like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Should have always been accepted.
Yeah.
But, so it makes it tricky. But now with like the Kathy White stuff, it's not looking good.
Oh my god.
Which I don't think. Did they kill her? I'm not saying they didn't kill her, but I don't think that Blue is her baby. Yeah. That was a stretch. If Blue didn't look like both of them, then I'd say okay, yeah, but I wonder.
I had to give my husband a lesson on what a fill was because he had no idea what it was. He was like trying to, like, David, no.
Like this part right here.
Yep.
We're gonna fill it.
I was like, you see, I literally
That's
explained
it.
the process. Because he was like, do they like? He was confused about the polish. I was like, she drills off, David. Like.
You should have made it seem like I pull your nail out, take that out, and then put it back in. Someone told me that they told their husband that, or fiance, somebody that they were like, yeah, that's how she does it. It's like, your nails are hurt? She's like, yeah, that's why it hurts sometimes. You know, my nails are sore. And then I'm looking at like, what do you think R. Kelly's thinking in there right now?
I know.
Is he thinking like, I told y'all I wasn't the only weirdo? Like, what are you thinking? You and Bill Cosby. What's
yeah.
What's going on in your heads? I just want to hear. The only person I want to hear from is Jennifer Lopez.
Oh yeah.
And we won't. I know. I'm like, force her into court and make her talk.
Did you see? There was one I saw that was saying like the celebrities that have left the country. I didn't know if it was true or not. But, like,
Leonardo DiCaprio's out. I saw.
And Jennifer Lopez and like.
Oh.
There was like several that had like left the country.
I bet it's real, especially J-Lo's ass. Because I find it interesting how not a single ex of J-Lo speaks well of her except for P. Diddy. I'm like, only the devil says you're great. Yeah, she just... And it's one of those things where I'm like, if you would have... Maybe J-Lo would have spoken when you should have. Maybe that wouldn't have happened to these other women.
Right.
Not that
Somebody
you could...
from the very beginning.
Yes.
Multiple people from the very beginning.
Yes. I'm like, we can't pin it on her. However, you knew stuff.
Oh, yeah.
You knew stuff.
Well, anybody who dated him probably did.
Yeah. I really want to read the Kim Porter book. I don't know if it's out yet. I want to get my hands on it. I want to read it. Which just sucks that she's not here because now there's like everyone's like because it was
say like it wasn't her that wrote it.
Yes, because it's written by someone else, which I'm pretty sure was her therapist or something. I think is what they said, but it's just like now she's not here to confirm it.
Yeah.
But we're going with it. I want to say it was her therapist. I think Kanye's going to start coming back outside if he gets put away for... Which there's no way he's not going to, right, at this point.
Oh, yeah. At least with the things that we know that are absolutely true, there's no way. He has to be.
Yeah. He's spending the rest of his life in there with just what we know.
Yeah. It's just crazy. Like, what was, like, truly the tipping point, breaking point for it to finally now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Because even like and I wonder if, is that why Cassie waited so long? Because she knew how big this really was, right? Like, because I feel like when she, not even when she opened her mouth, I feel like ever since like Epstein Island, I feel like that started to like slowly bring up, because remember that big list of celebrities was on that list. Like, I wonder. But yeah, like what made them, I don't know, I feel like they knew.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like this is so big. Like CPS is gonna have to speak for this. Like there's so many people that government agencies that are gonna have to speak for this that they don't even know how to freaking start.
Right.
It's like I remember reading how many kids in the system go missing a day. That's ridiculous. What do you mean missing? Like
yeah.
And then you've got weirdo celebrities having kids as party favors.
Yep.
Like all right. You have so many, all the freaking everything that's resurfacing too, like all the old interviews. Like I saw this old interview with Rihanna. She was like freshly, probably 16, like super young. And Tyra was doing her interview. I don't know if she was just doing a cameo for America's Next Top Model. I don't remember why, but Tyra's interviewing her, and she was just like, "So how was it like the day you signed the deal? Like what was that like?" And she's so innocent, is just like, "Oh, you know, like I was in his hotel room and." You're 14 in a hotel room with a 30-year-old man. You were just flown from Barbados by yourself to this man. And she's like, he told me that the only way out of the room was a signed deal or out the window. And we were on the 29th floor. Like, just even back then, like, and the crowd just, like, laughed it off. And, like, I'm like,
Yeah, that's probably not a joke.
Yeah, and then you watch her, like, receive her first Grammy. And I was watching him up there with her, and it's just like the control, like you could just see all of it, the control of it, like the comments he was making was very like, she's so like sweet and innocent. She's just like laughing it off. I want Chris Brown to come up front and talk, because remember when that whole thing happened with them, there was a rumor that he had caught her like doing something with somebody, and the rumor is it was with Jay, like he walked into it. Which not right what he did at all.
Right.
But there was kind of like, she kind of baited him into that. I don't know. I'm like,
so you think they were trying to set, like
that's the rabbit hole I went into, that Jay was pretty much trying to set that up because they needed to get rid of Chris Brown, essentially, because he was obviously raising an eyebrow. I don't know. And the way they blackballed him after that, which with reason, of course.
Clearly, that reaction isn't
ever a good one.
No.
But you almost freaking wonder. Excuse me. It would suck to be any celebrity right now, because it doesn't matter what you have said, done. If you were really involved or not, now you are.
Yep.
And they're pulling up old stuff, making it look like you are.
Exactly.
I'm like, oh, my quiet little life. I love it.
I've always said I would never want to be a celebrity.
No, I'm like, I would. I'm almost careful saying I'll take the money too, because more money, more problems. But like, sure, the riches would be nice if I could spend every given moment doing what I like, which is like just spending time with family. That's when
Yeah.
the riches would be amazing. Other than that, I don't really want it.
Right.
I agree. I like my soft little life that no one really cares about and knows about.
Exactly.
And I do nails. That's enough drama. Yeah, I
hear the
agree.
drama of everybody's lives.
Yes. Get to talk about P. Diddy and the rest of them. I feel like there's like a solid number of people that I don't think are on any of the tapes, and it's like Snoop Dogg, Ice Cube,
Right.
maybe 50 Cent.
Yeah.
But there's
the way he's.
Yes, but there's also something about him where I'm like, are you just trying to get them out the way so you can be on top?
Right.
Because I feel like I'm like, that man don't got no skeletons in his closet. It's just the way he talks. But then I'm also like, there's still something about you, Curtis.
Yeah.
Still something about you. I guess all of them.
Yeah.
Who knows, all of them. There's this girl that just got signed, and it's like, she's from Dominican Republic. Her name's Yailin. She just got signed before all this came out to Rock Records. And we're like, holy shit, Jay-Z just signed you. Like, how amazing. But she's a huge sex symbol. And now I'm like, oh, that's why Jay-Z signed you. And there was like, Yailin was seen on a plane with 50 Cent. And like, you know, like, next thing you know, she's got this nice watch on. Like, and I'm just like, this is sad. That this is what this is.
Yeah.
Like, you get signed, now you're on flights with freaking 50 Cent. And now you have a new, Richard Millie and all this stuff. It's like, this is actually really sick and really sad. And I'm seeing it, like, happen. But, you know, she seems happy for now. So that's why I'm like, I mean, maybe 50 Cent doesn't got no skill. You're still a little nasty, though. I just know it.
Still got your own
little pervert, yeah. But who knows?
Maybe not to that extreme. But
still. Right, not to, like, the blackmail and, like, holding people, all of that mess and killing people. And then, I just, in my heart, I feel like that's what happened to Brittany Murphy.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
Because then I forgot her and Ashton Kutcher used to date.
Well, and then also, they did say something about with the whole, like, baby oil stuff, like how you could, like, something, pneumonia can happen from something with baby oil.
Ingesting, or too much of it or something. I did see that. So then I'm like, well, that makes sense.
With what we know. And that the GHB stuff can be, like, if it's mixed into your baby oil, it can be, if it's on your skin and your body picks it up.
I saw that was in some of the baby, allegedly, some of the baby oil.
Yeah.
And then the way, like, it almost makes sense, like, the way, like, last couple of years we've been seeing, like, it seems like they're trying to normalize, like, kid stuff they're trying to normalize it. Like, when Balenciaga released that ad and, like, that whole thing, but then, like, Kim was still the face of them. And so we're like, what is this, Kim?
Yeah.
Are you on one of the tapes? Or one of your siblings on one of the tapes? Like, what is it? Is it Chris? Because Chris used to love to party with Diddy. I wonder. So, yeah, I feel like they've been, like, trying to push that forward, and it's like, no. And then I don't remember. How did Brittany Murphy's husbands die? I remember
The same. Pneumonia.
As well? Because I know he passed too. I didn't know it was the same thing.
Yes.
After she passed, though.
Yes.
Pneumonia's not contagious.
No. And it was months after.
Yeah. Interesting. And she was one too that I feel like was like seen as like a drug addict for a while, like, and I feel like that's how they all kind of go. Like they, I think that something happened to Wendy Williams as well. I like that whole like whatever she's got going on right now. I feel like they did that to her. They gave her a lobotomy or something because. I mean, I know she used to talk a lot of shit about a lot of people, but now it's looking like maybe some of it was real. And yeah, I feel like whatever they did to her, I think they did that to her. Now is when we need freaking Wendy. Who's supposed to cover this?
I guess I didn't know anything. I didn't know that she had stuff going on.
Yeah, if you'll just take one look at her and see. But I guess she's got like dementia, something else. Like her, she just looks. She looks nuts. Like she can't even be on her 2 feet. It seems like.
Oh my gosh.
She's not well. Like I'm pretty sure they probably tried to kill her and couldn't, and that's why she's where she's at now. Yeah. But with all the stuff we know, I feel like anybody anymore that they labeled as crazy.
Yes, agreed.
Yeah. It's like they're going to label them as crazy first, or they'll incriminate them, and then they're going to kill them. Well, none of that works. Because, like, the old stuff I'm seeing of, like, Michael Jackson come back up, like, his old letters of, like, they're trying to kill me, they're watching me, like. And then there was one of when he said something about, it was Mariah Carey's husband, but I want to say Tony or Tommy something. At first, he was like, oh, there's a lot of cameras here. Like, we put them down. He was like, you know what? Record it. I don't care. And he's just like, Mariah came to me, and she told me Tony was an evil, evil man. Like, and within months, he was dead. And it's like, oh, God. It's like anybody that's ever said anything.
Especially now that you're, like, seeing bigger picture and, like, being able to put timelines together. And how, like, whether it's, like, ends up being it or not, it's still really weird, the timelines on a lot of those. I know coincidences can happen, but that many? Like,
I agree. And then, remember how they said they found tunnels in Diddy's house?
Yes.
Do you remember, I feel like it was like back 2011, this like randomly popped into my head. I remember it was T.I. and Tiny were in court with this woman that said that she had partied with them, they drugged her, and she woke up in a tunnel. I don't remember how it settled. I don't know if they settled with her. I don't know. But they pretty much was like, yeah, the lady's nuts. Is she nuts?
Right, probably not.
Or was she the tunnels exist. So I almost feel like she wasn't nuts.
Well, and just kind of going back to, even if, like, some of these people did end up with drug addictions or, like...
Yes.
Or, like, mental health is probably because, like, they were driven to that.
Yes. Like, how do you... Yeah, especially when it's, like, the one person... Yeah, they're telling you no one's going to believe you. And the rest of the world is scared of this person. Like... How could you not?
Yeah.
I agree. And that's why I'm just like, it makes sense. Like, it makes total sense. Didn't Amy Winehouse die shortly after a Grammy?
I think so.
I saw a clip of that where it was like she won, and then within however much she was like in a body bag, and I was like, whoa. Oh, because she won and she didn't thank Beyonce. Yeah, everybody's silence at this point is looking not good. Somebody needs to talk. Anybody. I don't care if we hear from freaking Cat Williams again. Somebody say something. Okay. It's just funny because I feel like when it was like Harvey Weinstein, everybody was like pointing fingers and and like in this like hip hop, like all of a sudden it's crickets. Not even like I expected someone like Lady Gaga. Where are you at, Gaga? Like, you're the reason this started. Where are you at? Say something. She's like, I can't. I'm busy being the Joker right now. Or being Harley Quinn. I don't know. I just want to know. I want all the answers. Have you seen the movie Blink Twice?
No.
So I guess that is a movie we should watch, and it's pretty much about, like, kind of all of that.
Mm-hmm.
But it's interesting because I guess Zoe Kravitz produced it.
Yeah.
They were pulling up old clips of Zoe Kravitz and, like, weird stuff that she might have been on with, like, Jaden Smith and stuff. Like, and I'm like, that's so interesting.
Well, because, what's her name is the one that I saw an interview with her, and she said something about that movie. And that people need to watch it.
Yeah. And I feel like, it kind of goes through what we're seeing right now in Hollywood, like, Unveil.
What is it on?
I don't know. Okay. I don't know if it's in theater or what, but I do want to watch it. And it's like she's someone like Jaden Smith who was born into all that, you know, like. I like that they named it Blank Twice.
Oh yeah, just released in August.
Okay. Oh, see? I didn't even realize it had been out that long.
Oh, that's the one with
Channing Tatum.
Yes,
yeah.
I have seen things about it. He plays a bad guy.
They were like pulling up an old clip of Zoe, like she was at an award show and she's like 20 something, and she's like, "Oh, Jaden Smith's my date." And he's like 14 at the time. She's like, "Yeah, he's my date," and it could have been harmless, but no, when you think about it, a 20-something-year-old hanging out with nah. Unless that's your cousin or your sibling, it's fucking weird.
Agreed.
Someone's like, what were you doing hanging out with Jaden Smith at that age? Like, but who knows? It's like right now everything can be incriminating also, which is why I'm like, dang, it sucks to be you guys.
A lot of times celebrities think that they're untouchable.
Yeah. I think that's why I think this stuff's been right in our faces.
Yep.
Because it's like almost so crazy that you're like, nah, that's insane.
Right.
But I think we've learned from 2020 that whole like that could never happen. That's out the window.
Yeah.
I'm so ready to get through this year, get through this trial, get through this election.
Oh my
God,
like,
we get through it. I'm just ready for Christmas morning.
Yes. And of course, everything was like the hurricanes that have been happening and everything.
Yeah.
And how that people are saying things that aren't true because they don't know the basics of government stuff.
Oh yeah.
And or they don't listen. They don't want.
They don't want to know. They want to stay on their opinion,
their agenda.
And that's it.
Because anytime I hear something like, okay, let me look into that. Is that
not true?
Like, maybe it's true. Maybe I just didn't know that about. Because I don't want to be like blinded to my like candidate or whatever
exactly.
That I'm wanting to vote for. But
the lines are getting messy. I thought we were all very sure, and things are being swayed now, which is scary. Which I don't know
and
either.
That's the thing, especially after I saw something that like people are saying, oh, because they want to try to act like Kamala Harris can do everything as vice president when she literally does not have power. Like, but they were saying about how like FEMA is only giving $750 to families, and then but they're giving all this money to immigrants and things like that. I'm like, well, first of all, the Republicans didn't want to pass a bill to give, or didn't want to pass it to where, I think it was the bill, or whatever. I don't understand those
Right,
things,
to like make it the other way.
to make it to where FEMA had more money to give to disaster relief. Like,
but they don't see it
but they
that
don't
way.
want to do that because they don't want that. And it was like, because it was like money to Ukraine stuff, another couple of not in this country, and then FEMA, and the Republicans said no.
Yep. But they're never going to look into it. They're going to look at right now. Yeah.
No, that's not how it is. That's not, he has done it, like, they
literally not how it works.
Has to give more money to people, like, in disaster relief. Like, guess what? You guys didn't want that.
Uh-huh.
Your people didn't want that, I mean.
Yep. I'm nervous that it's going to, because I've been seeing, like, the candidates on that list. And I'm like, is that what's going to be? But, like, you know what I mean? Like,
if anybody's on it, it's Donald Trump.
Yeah. Oh, hello. At the top.
Oh, my God.
Fucking sicko. But yeah, I'm ready to get through November. I'm ready to just be at the holiday season.
Me too. I want Thanksgiving though.
Yes, exactly. Which actually, Thanksgiving's perfect because it'll be right after,
after the election. So.
Yes.
Although I did hear, like, it's so frustrating because one of the podcasts that I listen to, they bring on people from different, like, I don't know, political stuff. But, they're saying that they think that we're not going to know after election day, right after. It's going to be a while because they're going to make it, especially with the hurricanes going on, it's going to be hard for people in those states.
The ballots
and all
of that.
The counting, that they're going to make them recount the Republicans. You know how they, like, what they did with
And they're already going to make it a thing, yeah.
So, like, it's going to be, they said it's going to be, like, not immediate.
That's annoying because we're so ready to do that and be done with it, like, and deal with whatever we got to deal with the next 4 years because we're sick of it. Mm-hmm. So I just love that they're going to do that to us. Won't even be able to enjoy our holidays.
Right.
Which is crazy because when is Inauguration Day? Isn't that
in January?
Okay. So that gives them a little time.
We'll know before, like, Christmas. I read that it wasn't going to be right after.
Because usually it's a day of.
Yeah, it's like that next day, you know.
Yeah.
They have that, who it's going to be. Now they're saying that it's likely that they're going to be, like, you know, all these different... And it just sucks that so many places, like, finding out, now that I am, like, a little bit more into that, like, how hard it is for people to vote, like, in certain places. And how,
it's not as easy as we have it.
Right. Like, and they've even said that ours is hard. Like, I saw this one thing that looked like of the top worst places to live or whatever in the country, like what states to live in the country, and we were like number 2.
Oh wow!
Because of our like, something about LGBTQ rights, something about
women's rights, I'm sure.
Yeah, like there was like and reproductive rights.
I didn't realize we had it so strict until I read that the other day. I was like, oh.
Right.
Okay. You guys should have sent a letter to every Indiana resident because I didn't know.
Yeah.
It's like I had heard when it was overturned, but I didn't realize we were such a strict. I don't know.
Same.
So yeah, I could see that being. Yeah. I feel like our crime's been getting really bad too. Mm-hmm. Just like noticeably, like I did not used to hear about that many things happening right here in our city.
Right.
Oh my God! Speaking of India, did you hear about that? It was somewhere in the, well, not the city, but it was this couple that was caught killing their undocumented kids.
Yeah, I knew you were going to. Yep.
I said, "Excuse me." And when you say undocumented, I think like illegal, like alien, right?
Like they meant. So what it means is, they didn't have the birth hospital, so they don't have a birth certificate or social security number.
That's sick.
Because at first, that's what I thought too. I was like, so undocumented, as in like they just killed random undocumented, like
illegal people. Yeah, that's what I thought.
But then when I was like, that was in Indiana. I was like, that's crazy.
What the hell?
Well, and they had a kid. So this is my crazy ass. So they had one kid that was, in the home, like, with them.
Yeah.
And that DCS took, Child Protective Services or whatever, took over. And I was trying to look to see if we had a because
Yeah.
where I work, to see if we had a referral
Yeah.
for a kid with that last name.
Could you imagine? He's coming into the office. Yeah, how freaking crazy is that?
That's insane.
Did they say, I haven't read the thing, did they say how many baby corpses they found?
No,
or like,
I haven't heard anything new, but that doesn't mean they haven't.
Yeah. And then I'm like, stories like that, it's like, they're all over the freaking country, you know what I mean? Like
getting away with,
yeah,
until they don't.
Yeah.
But I do feel like eventually something's gonna catch up to people.
Absolutely.
But yeah.
I thought that was insane. I was like, holy shit, that was here?
Insane.
Yeah. And that's the thing. I mean, obviously, once you kill a person once, there's no trusting. But it's like, yeah, that's scary.
Yeah.
I hope they didn't have very many.
I know. I think they were kind of young, right? I don't know.
I don't know, yeah. I didn't look a ton into it. I just heard about it, and I was like, that was here?
Right.
What? Like, Indiana used to be this, like, nice, quiet place, I thought. And then all of a sudden, we weren't. And then were we ever, or were we just naive? I don't know. I don't ever remember it being this, like, nuts. I feel like nowadays I hear a story every week.
Oh, yeah.
Of not just, like, oh, there was a shooting somewhere, no, like, some crazy stuff. Like, is everyone okay?
No.
The answer's no. Between that and our road rage, it's just insane.
Oh my gosh. Literally on, like, 65. Like, between where I live and then Indy. There, I have heard at least, within this, like, last few months, like, at least 2 or 3, like, road rage incidents.
See? Like, that's insane. One being,
like, they drove them off the road and they, was it they drove them off or did they shoot them? But they ended up in the pond that was next to it.
Oh my god.
They passed away. And then...
Because they drowned.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And then there was another one. That, either they drowned or they got shot and the car went into the... I couldn't remember. But there was another one where,
but they died.
Yes. Because of road rage.
No.
And then there was another one that someone shot somebody.
I can't believe our road rage is like... Are you serious?
Like,
guys, the fucking road rage... We have
I literally see it every, like, there's this one that freaked me out. I thought I don't know what was happening, but she was driving so erratically through all of the traffic so fast and then coming up on cars so quickly. And then she was like, she literally was driving somebody out of their lane or whatever. And I was like, what is happening? I'm like trying to stay as far away from them as I possibly, because I can see it all happening in my rear view mirror. And, but yeah, she almost hit that car intentionally, and then like got in front of them, flipped them off. Then it was insane.
Did the freaking most, like
come on, like yeah, people drive stupid sometimes. You can be mad in your car.
Get away from them.
But just go
and
away.
Then drive. Yeah.
Just drive. Just keep going.
I literally let them get way ahead of me, so I could just be away from them. And that's it. Like. But
we shouldn't be afraid that somebody's going to shoot us because we literally are
honk the horn.
You honk, or you're literally just doing regular traffic things. Someone
you're following the rules.
Off because I have no idea why this guy was so mad at me. He flipped me off and honked his horn at me because it was like this country road that how can I explain it without? Okay, he was sitting at a stop sign. And I was turning left onto that road. Okay, so this is the road I'm on. He's right here at the stop sign. So I'm turning left. There's no stop sign for me. I'm turning left. So I get the right of way to turn left because I'm on the road without a stop sign and he's at something.
Those are the rules.
Yeah, I turn left. No, there was no car coming. I don't know. He literally flipped me off and honked at me. I was like, what the? I was like, that makes no sense.
No.
Are
you mad? I don't have a stop sign. Like, I don't. And then you're like, I don't freaking know. I'm not gonna wonder because he could
Because people are out here driving crazy people that don't need to be on the road.
I feel like some people are looking for a reason.
Having guns that don't need to have a gun
and really just looking for people to like start shit with so they can have a reason. I feel because what else was the reason to honk at me? puppies came back to life.
Someone like, I'm gonna say Starbucks had complimented my nails. I was like, oh my god, they're so grown out. Like, why are you even?
Don't you hate that?
Like, don't look at them.
I almost feel like you're doing that on purpose. I know they need a fill, okay? I saw it.
Maybe it's like you notice the nail more because it's so grown out, so you notice the color more. I don't know.
It's like, I really like that color. I bet you do.
Like, stop looking at them.
It is so true. I feel like that happens to me. It's like when they're old and crusty, I'm like, please don't look.
But I did actually surprise you, not just when they were grown out, but I surprisingly had multiple people compliment the color of my nails this time.
Nice.
I was like, what?
It was a good color. What'd you say you want to do today?
Black and then
black.
pink.
That's
like,
right.
Not like hot pink.
Like a baby pink.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
How did you want it?
I think I want like my annoying usual stuff, like 3 of them black.
Okay.
And then 1 full pink, and then if we could tip one of them pink.
Okay.
Or if we could do,
Okay. Yes. Black glitter.
Black.
Okay. Perfect.
Not matte either.
Okay. Just black. Black glossy. I'm like black metallic, black matte, black.
Although glitter. Actually, let me see if you have a black glitter.
Yes, I have a really pretty black glitter. I'm gonna try and either way, it'd be cute without. Maybe we could do at least 1 black glitter. Like they don't all have to be black glitter.
Yeah.
But I do think it'd be a good touch with the pink.
No, like maybe I don't want
Maybe I do want glitter. That was someone's nails I did earlier today. It was like we got like all the colors and something was missing, and I was like, it's glitter.
Yeah.
That's what's missing. Okay. I'll show you the black glitter.
Yeah.
And the pinks. So for pinks, this was the baby pink I was thinking.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I'm like, there's others. And then for black.
Ooh, I do like that. We'll do that.
Okay.
And 3 is that number. I don't know if you need to know that. So we got a new faucet. We just always do the most random home projects that
I love that.
make no sense. But I mean, they make sense because it's like when something needs updated, we try to update it. But we went to Lowe's and we got a new faucet for our kitchen, and we got a new ceiling fan for our bedroom. But the faucet, it's like, I've been wanting a new one because this is so rusty looking, and like, plus we thought it was leaking, so that's why that was the original, but then we found out it probably wasn't. It probably was just...
We wanted to change it. It's fine.
But so I'm like, so I have dark green cabinets.
Real quick, which ones?
Yes.
Again, you told me you want 3 pink.
Yes. Whatever looks good.
Okay,
I don't
perfect.
care. Yeah.
And then a French.
Yes.
Okay.
With the pink.
Pink French, right? Or
Yes.
pink base?
What do you think? Whatever you think.
Okay.
I don't care.
Okay. Okay, go ahead. I'm just thinking.
Sorry. Dark green cabinets, and like the handles for our cabinets, we spray painted gold.
Okay.
But like our appliances are white. Those were already there, and our like countertops are like this ugly like speckled brown, like light brown. Anyways, well, we get a gold faucet basically. Is what I mean. So like the gold faucet will go with the dark green and the handles on the stuff because like that's kind of like my husband put it, and so he put it in, and I'm like, we have a silver sink, like stainless steel sink.
Oh, yeah.
We have a stainless steel sink with a gold faucet.
Dang it.
Well, and it's like our sink it'd be one thing if our sink was like a undermounted, like in the countertop, but it like is on top. You know what I'm talking about?
I know
like,
what you mean. Over. Like the little lip.
Yes. And I'm like,
so you could tell.
So it's like the gold against the stainless steel.
Yep.
I was like, well, now we need a new sink. So I might get a black one or a white one.
Because either, ooh, the white would be pretty too with the gold. Ooh, I don't know what would look better.
I know.
Oh, yeah.
We won't get it for a couple of other paychecks, but it is.
That's exciting.
Yes. And we did just get a new ceiling because our ceiling fan is so ghetto.
Yeah.
Like it was holding on by a thread.
Okay. It was time.
It was time. It was.
Did you guys do, with the new sink that you'll get, will it be the one that's in, or will you have to do the same
I think I'll have to do the same just because the way the countertop's cut, maybe. We don't know because we have to see how, when we gut it, like when we take it out, what it looks like.
Okay.
But probably will be one that goes over.
Yeah.
Even though I like the way the look of the under ones are.
I think you're right. I think you have to change like cabinets and all that, or countertop for that. Yeah. Because ours is the same way, and when we upgraded, I'd like to do it the other way, but when my dad said that, he's like, I think I was like, oh, never mind. We'll just get it. That's expensive.
Yeah. But, and like we had randomly gotten washer and dryer, like a new washer and dryer one time.
Oh, nice.
But we're slowly upgrading things.
Yes,
what I really want to upgrade is our deck.
Oh, yeah.
We have people over a lot.
I'm sure you use it a ton.
Yes, and it's just so, whenever, the people before us just painted over it. So it wasn't like they were supposed to fix certain things, and instead of fixing it, they just painted over.
I see. So it's like that wood still needs replaced.
Yes, now that wood needs replaced, and also the paint. They just they did not do a good job. It's like chipping and like
they probably didn't even use the right paint. Like you're supposed to stain it, not paint it.
It was not. Yeah, it was painted and not stained.
Ugh.
So
it looks like
I need to do
ass. I'm sure now.
Yes, we want to replace some of it, and we need to like power wash it and sand it.
See what you can save and see what needs completely changed. Oh, that'll be nice, just because you guys do use it a ton.
Yes, that probably. I wanted to do it this year, but it probably won't be till next year.
Yeah. I know. I feel like it's like when you first, I'm like, I'm going to do this, 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 and this, and then it's, things take a lot longer than we thought. I really want to add a sink to our laundry room, because we have the connection, but we don't have, obviously, the sink, and then it's like, well, do we want to do cabinets in here eventually?
Right.
Like, you know, like...
That would be nice to have, like, a little laundry room sink.
Yeah. I could get just one of those, like, rinky-dinky utility sinks, but I'm like, no, I'd rather get, like, a decent one, you know? But it'd be nice, like, scrub shoes there. Like, there's times where, like, there's stuff that I don't want in the house, and he's trying to, like, bring in to wash in the sink. I'm like, no! Oh my God, while we were gone, you know that storm we got? We had just put up 2 privacy walls in the backyard, like one on each side. It was amazing. First summer using them. Loved them. Why did both of them get knocked down?
Oh my gosh.
They're still sitting in the yard because he needs like some help picking them up. I'm like, dang. He's like, dang, that was embarrassing. I'm like, yeah. Oh.
But she won't.
Right.
She was messaging me earlier in all caps about our older sister. Like, is she in Muncie? She literally has to pass us to go to Muncie.
She's funny.
Our sister is on, our older sister's on one though, so.
Oh God, yeah. Oh yeah, the older sister.
Yeah, she's a struggle bus.
Uh-huh. Remember you told me about her.
Some dude I went to high school with.
What the
we're
fuck?
wanting
You
to
switch.
It's
like, why?
Yeah. She's like, I've always had a crush on him. I'm like, well, sissy, that's kind of creepy because he's like my age. So
yeah, so it was always creepy.
Yeah.
That didn't age well.
I think Ducky's feelings are hurt more than mine are. I'm just like, whatever. Like,
you're just kind of just used to it, I'm sure. Don't get offended by it.
No. Mostly because, too, Ducky, you've been through that phase, too, where I literally try to hang out with you all the time, and all you want to do is hang out with your other friends, your boyfriend, or guy guys that you're talking to, whatever. Like, everybody goes
So
through
you're like,
it.
yeah, I'm not offended.
No. I'm not worried about it.
No. She'll be
Now
back.
it's just annoying that, yes, she's nearing 40 and she's doing this crap, but whatever.
Yep.
We'll get her time, I guess.
Uh-huh.
Have I talked to you since? Because I know I've talked to you about my best friend.